You like your clean floor? I try to look out for you. What's up, everybody? Stan here from Rocky Creek. Hope everybody's been doing great. So honestly, today I did not plan to film. It's the weekend, it's Saturday. My normal work week was already very busy as it was. We were short-handed at my police department, so we kind of had to adjust some things, had a couple events go on. But nonetheless, I'd also signed up to work. I'm supposed to here in about 2 hours. I'm working about 8 to 10 hours of overtime at an event going on. So I really did not plan to do any filming or much on the homestead today other than just feed this morning and pretty much check on the animals when I get home after dark tonight. And that was gonna be it. So it wasn't really a whole lot to really show you or to talk about today or to have much time to do. But I got thrown a little bit of a curveball, not completely unexpected, but I didn't expect it today. And I thought also the percentage of likelihood of this happening was very small, so I really didn't think I would probably really much have to worry about this at all. So let's talk about what has happened this morning. And it's a good thing. Hopefully, if everything works out, it's not a bad thing. It's just another thing that we're just gonna have to prepare for. And as always, it happens on a day when I'm not gonna be here to really keep an eye on things. So let me share with you what we have going on right now. So guys, if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you would have seen where I posted a photo a few weeks ago talking about how none of my hens went broody during the spring or summer. Not that I wanted them to, I really just kind of let it happen. If it happens, I'm not really worried about it either way. But yeah, none of them did, surprisingly. And here we get into months now where things are getting pretty cold, and I had one of my IM Samanis decide she wanted to go broody. Well, I let her do her thing, figuring, hey, it's pretty cold. I doubt these things will develop. She'll probably realize it's not gonna work out and she'll leave. Well, she talked to her IM sister, and 2 days later, she decided, hey, I'm gonna go broody too. So both of those hens took up these 2 nesting boxes right here for the last few weeks. And as I expected, about a couple days ago, the one IM Samani left this nesting box. I came out at night to close them up, and I noticed she wasn't here. There were a few eggs here, and she had gone into the coop. She had left her box. She, I guess, realized that nothing was happening or wasn't gonna be successful, and she left her nest. I did candle what eggs were in there, and there were some that didn't develop at all, and then there were a few that had begun developing but weren't anywhere close to producing chicks, which is why I think she left. I figured here after a couple days the other IM would do the exact same because of the way weather conditions have been. Well, this morning I came out here, and we had rain last night, so to give you an idea of where we're at here, Coop's here, come around here, and their feed bowls are here, and she was laying down in the leaves right there. When I say laying down, she wasn't on her side, she was just bedded down. And the leaves were wet because we got rain last night, so I thought, well, that's kind of weird. Well, then at the base of her nesting box, I saw a couple eggshells, and I thought, oh, maybe a critter done got her eggs. Hopefully she's not wounded underneath. Let me check her out. Well, once she moved up from here, well, there were 2 little blackish gray colored baby chicks under her. One was doing fantastic. The other one was kind of not near as mobile. It's still alive, but not near as mobile. Could have been newly hatched, I'm not sure. Well, once I let all these guys out though, she honestly wasn't doing the greatest job of protecting them as compared to this mama hen when she had babies. She was like super chicken ninja, beating the daylights out of any chicken that came within 5-6 feet of them. So I became a little worried on a combination of things. Number one, I got newly hatched chicks that are on wet, cold ground, even though mama hen was on them. And I also have all these chickens out here that she's not doing the greatest of job protecting them, and out of curiosity I didn't want the chickens pecking at them, causing damage. So I made a decision that I picked up the chicks. She was getting food, which is, I think she's hungry, so that's why she probably wasn't paying that close attention. So while she was eating her food, I went ahead and picked up the 2 chicks and set them back in this nesting box, because I noticed there was a 3rd egg that appeared to have peeped through and could potentially hatch. And by luck would have it, as soon as they started cheeping in the nesting box, she immediately ran back in the box, tucked them underneath her, and was beginning to get them warm again. I'm assuming this is the first day that they've hatched because I didn't notice them last night. She was in here like normal. So they should be fine for this first day without any food and water. But I have picked up some chick feed and I have gonna get my water ready so that way they will have food and water moving forward. The big question mark now is whether or not A, will they survive? B, will she be able to protect them in here naturally? And C, how many are gonna hatch? Because she has about probably 8 to 10 eggs underneath her. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna happen. So enough talking about it. Let's see if we can't maybe take a look at the chicks under there. And I'm curious to see if any more are hatching. Now I'm gonna try to do this with disturbing her as little as possible. And maybe she may raise up just enough where we could take a peek. You let us look, Mama? I can hear them in there. You let us take a peek? Huh? Or you gonna try to fight me? I know, it's a little chilly today. Huh? Where's your babies? You gonna let me? Oh no, she's gonna attack me. Oh yeah, she's gonna be a good mama. Let me take a look. I'm not gonna hurt them. Let me take a peek. I'm not gonna hurt. Hey, stop. I just want to take a look. So we got at least 2. So both look, there's one of them. They both look almost identical and they're plenty warm. Mama's keeping them warm really good. But they're good and healthy. They're fully dried off now, so that's a good sign. That other one's doing really well now too, so she's a little worked up. Let me go ahead and give her baby back. There's the other one. Now y'all can see it. So thus far, those are the only 2 that I know of that have definitely hatched. Well guys, I've done all that I need to get done so far. Now I'm gonna need to get inside. I need to get ready to go into work. It'll be well after dark before I get back. So I'll bring you all back with us in the morning and we'll just really see how many we have total hatch, because I would assume any others left to hatch. We'll go ahead and do so over the next 24 hours. And I have a feeling we probably, at most, may only get 1 or 2, or this may be it, just because the temperatures have been so rough. And I'm even shocked that we got these 2. But nonetheless, we'll see what we got in the morning, and we'll also make sure that these 2 survived and are doing well, and we'll bring you along for that. So y'all stand by, we'll be right back. All right guys, it's the next morning, and when I got home late last night, it was about 9 o'clock at night, and we ended up with both Samani hens were in this nesting box with the hatched chicks. And I also had found one chick had been knocked out of the box and was actually just under the coop there, cheaping, I think, because it was cold. Temperatures got down really cold last night and we had like 30-mile-an-hour winds. So I made a decision. Both hens were super broody. I could tell which one was the mama hen, but the other one was still adamant about being part of it. And there were some eggs that hadn't hatched yet. So I actually removed them and I moved both of them into the A-frame coop last night to keep the high winds and rain off of them, or I don't think we'd had any chance of survival. So I gave some of the unhatched eggs to one hen and the live babies to the other one, and we're gonna check on them now, open it up. I got their feed and water right here, and hopefully they'll come out, take to it, and I'll give them about an hour to just kind of hang out here, do what they need to do before I let the rest of the crew out for the day. So this one right here is the mama who had the babies. And then you may see behind her is the other. I can hear some cheeping. Now the good thing with this one is I can open up the side. Maybe we can get a better look. Hey ladies, I can hear chicks. Where are they? Do both of y'all have chicks? I didn't know if maybe this one ended up having any hatch. So mama hen just got up, and you can see we got, well, I see at least 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hard to see right now. So guys, the best I can tell is there's 4 that have hatched. They're still pulling eggs under them, and honestly, it's like the babies are just going between the 2 mamas. So I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna go ahead and set their feed and water over inside of this coop, because they may end up wanting to stay in here, but these chicks are gonna need some feed and water here pretty soon. So I think I'm gonna just set it here inside the coop, and maybe they'll be able to make some use of it inside. See guys, I had a feeling they were going to want to eat and drink. And you can see mama showing them. Now the little chick's getting her some food. Guys, they seem to be doing just fine, so I think I'm gonna leave them be for right now, and we'll come back here in about an hour, let the other chickens out, and check on how the rest of the crew's doing. All right, so we've already had breakfast. We got changed up. It's been probably, I don't know, about 2 hours since we first opened up the thing to the coop, and about an hour since I let the big chickens out. From watching from inside the house, I have seen at least one IM Samani come out. I've been seeing other chickens trying to kind of go in, so I want to just make sure everybody's doing okay. And this one wants to see these chickens pretty bad, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. So we got a bunch of chickens in here. We're gonna have to clear some room. Yeah, there was at least 4 earlier.
Oh, there is 4 of them.
No, we're not gonna mess with them real long though, okay? Cute, huh?
Yeah. Are they whores or whores? Which ones are they? Maybe one of them has the brown one and the other one has all those black ones?
Well, none of them were supposed to be with one of them, but they ended up, she just decided she wanted to help mother them, and so as long as they're taking care of the babies, I don't care.
I mean, one hen and one
See that little brown one?
Yeah, it's like peeking out. It's like, hi.
See, y'all see that little brown guy sticking out?
It's like, hi guys.
Taking a peek.
What you doing? Oh, but there's more eggs under there.
Huh?
But there's more eggs under there.
Yeah, but I don't think those are gonna quite hatch. Maybe we try that. So the only issue that we're having is that the other chickens are going inside of here. So the other chickens, I think, could care less about the baby chicks. I think it's more that they see feed and water and they're curious, and you know, and so I just, for the first few days, I want to make sure the chicks are good to go, have access to food and water, and that the mother hens can keep them warm. We're fortunate that although we've been in the 30s and 40s, starting tomorrow, we're gonna have like a 4-day stretch of highs in the 60s, lows in the 40s. So that'll really help with the development of these baby chicks. So I'm gonna try just propping this piece of fence picket right here as kind of a way to keep the chicks inside so they don't come out into the cold. But maybe could be enough to keep chickens from going in there for right now. And I mean, a chicken could still get through here if they wanted to, but hopefully this will help minimize it to some degree. Because when I saw there was other chickens in here, I think they just couldn't get out once they wanted to, because once I opened the side door, they all shot out right away. So just going to be a little balance for right now, especially as these moms get established. Once the chicks get a little bit bigger, you know, after about a couple weeks, then there's like zero to worry about. But for right now, with the cold temps, we'll try this and see if it'll keep them in. Well guys, that's going to get ready to wrap everything up for today. There's not but so much to show you with the chicks. So some of you though may be asking, like, why aren't we just separating the mom and the babies, or incubating the babies? And the truth to that is that, you know, when we had a natural hatching before and I tried to intervene, it was not going well at all. And when I just left Mother Nature to be Mother Nature, the mother hen did fantastic, the babies did fantastic, and there was no issues whatsoever. And they grew up right here amongst all these chickens before. And so, you know, I've always thought, you know, it's so much nicer if they can do it naturally, because I don't have to brood, I don't have to clean, I don't have to keep, other than just changing the food and water. You know, the mom will pretty much take care of everything else, which makes it super easy. And, you know, Mother Nature's designed the way it is, and you know, I don't want to not give them an opportunity to succeed, which is why I've intervened as minimally as possible. But at the same token, you know, Mother Nature knows best, and we're going to let that take its course. And I don't see any reason why, based off of the last 24 hours, that these mother hens can't do their job, as long as we just provide adequate shelter for them to do so. So with that being said, we'll keep you up to date on what's going on with these chicks. I don't think any more will be hatching. I think any of those eggs that would have hatched would have done so by now. But I will leave them in there for about another 72 hours, and if nothing's happened, I will remove any existing eggs that are still in that coop. But appreciate you guys coming along. Hope you found this interesting. So yeah, baby chicks aren't just born in the spring. They can be born in the dead middle of winter. Here it is December, and we'll just consider this a little early Christmas present here on the homestead. Hope everybody's doing well. We appreciate y'all hanging out. And until next time, guys, y'all be good. And we'll see you here very soon for one of our next episodes. Bye, guys.